Hi and welcome. Today, that is in this lesson, we are going to talk about job sites versus working with private clients versus getting your clients from job sites and online job boards. Okay, and also why it is good to choose your niche early on and which niches pay the most of the money. Okay, so as it is the norm, I have prepared some few notes to make sure that I don't go off topic. Okay, and so like we discussed the other day in the other lesson, there are a few things that you're supposed to understand when working with private clients in getting work from the job sites. And so the job sites, they include things like Upwork, and then there is another one called Craigslist, and there are those who use Fiverr, and the Fiverr is specifically for freelancers, just like yourself, and it will teach you how to productize your services. That is packaging your services into one what can we say, one tribe or one package of services. For example, if you are doing management consulting, you can do financial management, HR management, and also business strategy. Okay, and then the pricing ranges with the scope of work, the amount that the client can be able to afford, and also the length of the order or the project, and how much it is going to cost you in terms of time and resources. Okay, and so we start from the lower end, from $50. There are even some which are lower than that, because the price point can be a very huge factor in attracting your first few clients. Okay, and so, and you know the psychology of buyers, always they go for the cheaper prices with the most amount of value. And so most freelancers use that psychology, and they productize their service and assign it the lowest value. And then when the client reaches to them, now they can upsell the value, the price of the services. Okay, and then that is Fiverr. Then there is ProBlogger job board, and we talked the other day and say that, and I told you that when I was doing these things, when I was starting out, that is around 2018 2019 there, and I don't know if they still charge, but for ProBlogger job board, the clients or the prospects, they have to pay a certain amount, which is around $50, to post a job board, a job position on that. And then there is another one called Indeed, yes, Indeed.com, and also Craigslist and Freelancer. Yeah, so these are some of the few, but Freelancer, you'll get a lot of crappy work there, but also it is also possible to get some few good ones, and the probability of getting scammed, it is very high on Freelancer than any other thing that I have worked on. And so I wouldn't advise you to go that route. I would advise you to go to a place or to start with somewhere like Upwork, ProBlogger, or Fiverr. Okay, and even Craigslist and Indeed if you are looking for a long-term position like a job. And from that, now we have the private clients, and these are the clients that we talked about in the lesson on how to find the jobs, the writing jobs. And so these are small businesses and online businesses that have a physical, they have real time or real life clients, and they have an online presence, and therefore they need someone to create content for them, and that is where you come in. Okay, and from that, You control everything from communication to pricing and also the deliverables. Yes, you negotiate everything and you work under your own terms. And like on the job search sites like Upwork, which have internal platform rules which you have to follow. There are also unnecessary commissions which cut into your pay, and therefore it is not a good idea for me. I guess it is a good place to start and practice your pitching abilities, but I don't think it is a good place to be able for you to rely on as a place to get consistent work. And therefore working with private clients is the best. And so even if you get the private clients or you are using the job sites, which are the niches that pay you the most? Because as we talked in an earlier lesson, we say that all writing are not the same. Just like in real business, in the real business space, and in the jobs, there are some jobs that have higher pay than the others. That is the same case with content writing. For content writing, there are some writings that have more money than others. And I touched on creative and also the business side. And so these are the areas I have reached out to some of my colleagues and people who I know they are good in writing. They have been doing this for several years, and I have come up with six niches that pay you the most. Yes, and it is good for you to specialize in one, go and have skills in one of these or two, but to be on the safe side, just do 3 and then capitalize on them and provide as much value as possible. And so the first one is marketing, and this is generally content marketing and also social media marketing. That is creating content specifically for marketing purposes, and this regardless of where the content is going to be posted on or posted in or posted to. The purpose is to market the premises or the job that your client is in. Okay, and the next niche is the SaaS, that is software as a service. So this is in the software and technical field. So in these, what makes this the most paying is because there are less writers in these niches, because it is commonly believed, and it is by the way, not commonly believed, but also it is also true that the people who work in the technical areas like computer science, engineering, and so forth, they are not good in writing. Okay, that is in the narration and creating content that is easier to understand for the normal person, an average person, and therefore they need people to write things like product descriptions, the sales copy, that is the content that you see on their sales page. They also need someone to market their job, their software, because we are in the software as a service. So this can be a web app or a mobile application, or even an enterprise a solution like QuickBooks, for example. That is a software that is being sold as a service. Okay, and so that is another area that has the ability to pay you more, because first of all, the industry has well paying. It is well paying in itself, so it has higher chances of getting revenue, and therefore they have more money to spend on writers. And so therefore, and also there are less people, there is less competition, so you have more bargaining power compared to other fields. The other one is e-commerce, and For the e-commerce, these are things like Amazon, and necessarily these people or these businesses that sell items online. Okay, those are one of the most paying, good paying, not most paying, but they are willing to pay because they have real the metric. It is easy to track the value that you are providing the client. Okay, then the other one is lifestyle, and this ranges from healthy living to fitness. Okay, and also doing simple things like working from home, all those lifestyle things. I guess you are the master in this. I'm a man, I'm not aware of most of these things. Okay, my bad, just kidding. And then the other one is small business, and this is where I come in. Yeah, so these are it is regardless of the niche where this one is, but small businesses, they have way more chances of paying you more than other niches because they are struggling. First of all, they are struggling, and they also need to get revenue. And so if there is any other way that they can get revenue apart from doing their on-premise sales, then they are willing to pay. And when they see that the cost of getting new sales is limited, or it is low compared to the traditional marketing models, now they are more willing to pay because it is their finances are very limited, the resources are very limited, which can be allocated for outsourcing this type of work. And so another niche that is related to the small business, it is the professional services. These are things like legal services. This is like lawyer, medical services provided online or physically, but probably and most likely they have an online presence. So you are going to make sure you are writing content for them and communicating, because these are professionals, and regardless of being a professional, not everybody is blessed with words and communicating with their clients or their customers. And therefore you need to know if for example you are working in the legal, you have professional qualifications in the legal or medical field, it is very easy for you to provide the same services to these companies, okay, or small businesses. So this is where you pose as a consultant and other things. Okay, so those are the most paying niches. And why getting work from job sites and working with clients from job sites is a bad idea. I hope you get the point. Thank you.